service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC Worldwide and Jib Jab greetings. I'm Bud Lowell. Your full AccuWeather forecast is right on top on your CNC local news page. The Monroe County District Attorney's Office says a grand jury has issued an indictment against Clayton Whittemore, the man accused of murdering SUNY Brockport freshman Alexandra Kogut last weekend. The charge against the 21-year-old New Hartford man won't be released until it's filed in Monroe County Court, but a murder complaint was filed against Whittemore on Saturday in Swedentown Court after he was arrested and returned to Rochester from the Syracuse area. Police say Whittemore admitted to killing his girlfriend in her dorm room on the campus early Saturday morning. He has a court appearance Thursday afternoon, the same day that Alexandra Kogut's family holds her funeral service in their Utica area hometown. Investigators searching through the rubble of the burned-out Castile Town and Village Hall found a body Wednesday, and they believe it's that of the woman missing since the fire early on Tuesday morning. The Wyoming County Sheriff's Office says the body was found in the basement and sent to the Monroe County Medical Examiner's Office for identification, but the department says it's likely the victim is Lorraine Kudermus, the owner of Lorraine's Restaurant. The restaurant was also housed in the 19th century building, and Kudermus lived in an apartment upstairs where the fire is believed to have started. The cause remains under investigation. The town and village offices will resume operation Thursday in temporary quarters at the bank building across the street. The town court will resume operations October 15th at the town fire hall. I almost want to say stop me if you've heard this one already, but the two Republicans who want to be Livingston County District Attorneys spent another day in a Rochester courtroom, and their race is still a tie. That tie should be broken Thursday night by the Livingston County Republican Party Committee following a ruling by State Supreme Court Justice John Ark in a political case that has become one for the books. Both the party-endorsed candidate Eric Sheener and challenger Steve Sessler ended up in a tie on election night. When the absentee ballots were counted, they were still tied. When Judge Ark ruled last week that half a dozen ambiguous ballots were clear enough to be legally counted, both candidates tied again. Unfortunately, only one Republican can run against the incumbent DA, Democrat Greg McCaffrey, so both men and their lawyers went back to court. This time, Sessler argued that two districts in Avon had been miscounted, giving Sheener an extra vote. His lawyers showed a tally sheet recording 5 votes for Sheener, but 6 tallies. The number 5 was crossed out, and a 6 had been penciled next to it. On a space below, the words "addition error" were penciled in. Sessler's lawyer said that was evidence the sheet was tampered with, but Judge Ark ruled it was simply an error by the poll inspectors, and he let the vote stand. He also referred the matter to the Livingston County Republican Committee to break the tie. The committee meets Thursday night to pick a candidate. Since the same group originally endorsed Eric Sheener, it's a good bet he'll be the candidate, but Sessler will still be on the ballot as the nominee of New York's Conservative Party. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency says it will clean up the polluted Diaz chemical site in the village of Holly in Orleans County by using electrodes to heat the soil, boiling the contaminants into vapors and steam that can be pumped out of the ground and treated for safe disposal. Any remaining compounds will be allowed to disperse and degrade naturally. The EPA issued its final plan for cleanup of the Diaz Superfund site this week following a public hearing a month ago. Soil and groundwater on the site are contaminated with a mix of volatile and semi-volatile organic compounds. They include solvents like toluene and various phenols used in the pharmaceutical, agriculture, cosmetic, and film industries. Most of these compounds can cause serious damage to people's health, and most are present in levels that would be unsafe in drinking water, although none have been found at levels that would pose a direct public health risk. The 5-acre site has been used for chemical manufacturing since the late 19th century. The EPA has spent about $12 million so far cleaning it up. The estimated total cost of the EPA's plan is $14.5 million. Jiva Theater in Rochester is marking its 40th anniversary season, but is doing it with a reduced staff. Rochester's regional theater said in a letter to its supporters that it's dealing with a $1.3 million deficit. It cut 5 full-time positions last month to help close the gap, and some employees will take unpaid furloughs in between the productions at Jiva. The job reductions are in the marketing, development, and production areas. Links to these and other stories are on the left of this page. Down on the bottom of the page in that gray bar are links for you to use. You can post us stories you've written, ideas you'd like to see checked out, shout outs to people you think deserve some applause, wedding announcements, birth announcements, business openings, anything like that we want to know about, because we are your community news resource here at your CNC News pages. Next news as it happens, updates when necessary, and I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.